Magnets. How do they work?
How do magnets work indeed?
I don't know.
We really don't know.
We really don't know. Might be a science lab here, but we have no idea how magnets work because, frankly, they're an unknowable force.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Hobby Collab. Today we're working with magnets and lights and wires.
Yeah.
This is really more of a Brett thing. He probably shouldn't have left us alone with his stuff.
Oh, sorry. Almost weird that he did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, today we have...
a magnet.
kind of hard, yeah, kind of hard to describe it. This is that hover magnet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to just jump in and show this?
Yes. Okay, look. We've been practicing. Look, magnets are hard.
They're hard and they're terrifying.
Yes.
So, after yesterday's stream, Brett dropped this thing off for me and was like, okay, here it is. And then he was like, let me show you how it works. And basically, we're going to hover a magnet on top of this terrifying piece of machinery.
Yeah.
This is a real magnet, duh. But, like, the important thing is, like, it's always a magnet. It doesn't become a magnet once you plug it in. It's always a magnet. It's a powerful magnet. I'm not wearing my Apple Watch right now. Oh, is it going to make my ring?
Ooh. Yeah, I was actually wondering that.
It's tungsten.
Who know? I don't know how magnets
we
work.
We really don't know how magnets work.
No, it's good. It's non-magnetic.
Okay.
Bye, Meg.
Bye, Meg.
Meg is flying.
Yeah.
We'll see her soon.
So, to be cool, I really should do it without the stuff. The danger we risk is that when we
zoom in a little.
When we take this magnet, which already is connected to a wrench that we had here, when we take this magnet and work, we run the risk of this magnet that I'm going to try to attach this magnet to this thing. We run the risk of it smashing into this, and that's not good. But for good TV, we're just going to be like Zach's been practicing. Hopefully he gets it. Here we go.
All right.
It's scary. This thing
it's
is
scary. So
scary.
there's 4 lights here.
There's 4 lights. It's not the best UI because sorry, I'm looking at the mic. I'm realizing we should turn ours.
Are we too loud?
You and I are loud, yeah, compared to Brad.
Yeah, let's move this back.
Brad,
is that better?
That helps, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I'm just trying to stall.
Yeah. All right. So the way this works is he needs to See,
Not
that's
like that.
not like that's not how it works. You know it's working. You know it's in the right spot when all 4 lights are on, even though the lights are already on.
Not the best UI.
But the lights turn off when they are in the wrong place. So you need to set it down. Hey! There it is. Look at that.
Scary.
Look at that, people. Hold on. You stay there, Zach.
I know. I want a high gladiatrix to put on this and spin her around or something.
Okay.
Are you going to show? You going to prove that this isn't TV magic?
Well,
the idea that you and I would be capable of faking this?
Well, I just. Okay, the camera isn't meant to do that.
Yeah, see, definitely not TV magic.
Can you switch the Lumix?
When he,
because they're not going to see anything.
Well, they see us in the corner.
Okay. Well, now it's going to look like we are faking it because suddenly there's a cut.
Oh, there's a cut, and now when it comes back.
Jeez. Okay. Well.
Here, I'll tell you what. Listen, here's what I'm going to do. Everybody who's watching, if you're not already, you have to join our Discord.
Join our Discord.
Boom. Okay, I took a picture. I'm going to upload it.
Okay.
It is stressful, Brett. You're right. And we are probably... There he goes. No.
Right, huh?
It is. We had it, like, perfect. What happens if I run a brush underneath of it? Oh, look at that.
Someone cue the X-Files music. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? Yeah. This is us here at the Hobby Collab when we see a totally normal thing. Magnets. Been around for millions of years. Billions, probably even.
At least 100 years.
At least 100 years.
Magnets have been around for at least 100 years.
There it is. So cool, right? In case you guys have ever wondered. I think I would say about this hobby product that it's like a lot of hobby stuff, it actually takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
This one, I was nervous. You guys saw right away, it like did the... But here it is.
Yeah.
What is Saray doing? They're all very concerned. What are you guys doing?
I was doing a nice sideways angle. I couldn't get the camera to turn, but you've seen it.
There it is.
Yeah.
I think it's weird UI. Brett is in chat. I'm kind of curious what he thinks. Brett's in chat. It's sort of weird UI because the lights are always on.
Yeah.
Then when you get close, they start to like turn off, but then you want them on.
Yeah.
So I think what I really would want is the lights to always be off.
Yes, and then on when...
Or ideally the lights to be red.
And then green
when it's good. So why are we doing this?
So we're doing this because of Maelstrom Mixer. I'm going to show you guys this right here. So this is all for an event that Brett is leading. This is a narrative 40k event, and what we're building right now is going to be for the top... Well, top table is kind of a weird term for a non-tournament, but the big table. The big narrative table. There's going to be some floating crystals, which is what we're going to be painting today. So, yeah, Brett foolishly left us in charge of this. Clearly we don't know what we're doing with magnets. But, here, I'm going to bring us back to, Oh, he's playing with fire. Oh, look at little floating guy. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. Here, maybe we can maneuver our way around this. Don't let this... I'll give you the non-magnetized one. There you go.
There were two options there.
Yeah. So, we're going to be painting up these 3D... Here, I'll go, no. 3D... Oh, there you go. These 3D printed crystals that Brett gave us. They are slightly transparent in that if you put a light inside of them, it'll glow out. The one that I'm not showing you, that is off screen... Maybe I'll... See, here's one that...
Bang!
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
I got him.
This has LEDs in them. So, theoretically, when we put this in the spot of this magnet, it should glow. We're very afraid to actually try this.
We are, yeah. The reason we're afraid to try to get that magnet to get this crystal to hover is because...
it's made of resin.
It's made of resin. Once you try to get this thing to hover, you saw what you guys got a little sneak peek. I had it snap one time. It's aggressive.
Yeah.
And especially after it gets painted, we think that it could just shatter.
Yeah.
Brad probably has a better sense of how the materials work than we do, so he's here. Maybe he can tell us.
Yeah.
But at the very least, it probably will chip off paint.
Yes. Luckily, it'll be at the bottom, so.
Okay, should we get video of me taking this off real quick?
Yeah,
that's
sure.
also scary.
This is also just as scary. All right, don't hurt yourself. Got it. All right, so we're actually supposed to paint something today. So what are we painting? I already showed you the crystals. Oh, also, hey, wait, we forgot to do this. We got to do our thing. Guys,
if
you enjoy this content, we would appreciate... Like, subscribe.
After everything we just did, come on. We missed our lives.
Yeah, make sure you do the bell notification, because apparently we're way below average on that. You guys aren't hitting the bell.
Oh, so. Yeah. YouTube was like, hey, idiots.
Tell people to hit the bell.
YouTube was like, we need you guys to make us more money. Tell people to hit the bell.
Yeah, and they said if you don't, we're going to come to your house and take your magnets.
They're like, we're going to take all magnets.
Yeah. All right, so what are you actually painting today?
All right, so what I'm actually painting today, let me start off by showing this thing. Here it is in the front view.
Front view?
This is super cool. This is something Brett 3D printed. It's like a Tau terrain piece. It's so great. It's just... When I saw this yesterday, I was like, whoa, what is this? Where's this from? And he's like, I can print you some. I was like, nah, I don't need them right now, but it is amazing. So this is what I'm going to be trying to match in spirit. Right here, because there's a Tau board at Maelstrom Mixer. Yeah. What I'm going to be working on, I'll show you what I've done so far, are these little platforms. I think they're just being used. Brett can maybe clarify, but Mike,
party lights.
This is a really great way. One of my favorite ways to do area terrain in 40k and in Sigmar is to, quite frankly, just print something that can just sit.
Yeah.
And then you take little scatter pieces that are thematic and you just set them on it.
Yeah, put some Tau crates around it.
And the reason I've learned to do it like this, Cire, over the years is running a club, Maelstrom Mixer, and then also just working at Titans. I was usually the person that would set up boards and work with all the terrain when I was there. And what I learned is that stuff is just very easy to break.
Yeah.
And so what's really nice is you just walk. And then here's the other reason. As edition changes, editions change, like... Taking a piece of area terrain, dropping it down, taking like some Tau thematic barrels, some Tau thematic crates, just dropping it on here. That's always a terrain type.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't block line of sight, but it's always useful. And then when you're done, you just pick it up, you just put it away, and you can do a lot of just different things with it. This is a devil. Yeah. Oh, that's right. So, and this is super cool too. Like you can use. Brett's saying it's the landing pad for a devilfish or barracuda. Yeah, you can just use a barracuda as a piece of terrain. You just like drop. This is the bigger one. Probably better for a barracuda. You just put the barracuda on there. Boom, terrain.
Booyah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hold on. We gotta go to. Hey, look, the lights are flashing quickly today.
The lights.
Thank you, Broken Chef, for the 5 hobby collab memberships.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Helps us keep the channel up and running.
It does.
Like magnets.
Do we thank Soups?
Did we? Did we not? Yeah, we didn't say thanks. We just danced for him.
Yeah, thanks Soups. As always. Appreciate it. Super much so. So what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to paint these. Sorry. Can we just go back real quick to the way I'm going to paint these is I'm going to that one. Oh, that's back on. Okay, that's odd. The way I'm going to paint these is whenever I've seen GW Tau, this grid panel right here. This is sort of how the tide wall line is as well, the shield wall. And this is often metallic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry brush this metallic. I'm going to probably mess up some of my areas here. I'm going to hand it back to Cire. I might putty it off for you. We have the AK putty over there, or did we put it away?
No, we don't have the AK. Oh, it's right there.
It's right there. I might putty some off for you and have Cire hit it with like a lighter color just to, because you can see this one that Brett did has like some of this lighter color in it.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably... Oh, I'm gonna sink white into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. We can, if we have too much time, we can also sink some white into this, and then copy whatever color the crystals are, and it'll look like it's kind of.
I don't know if they go on the same board. Maybe Brett can confirm.
Oh yeah. Well, Brett's not here. You can't stop us.
It's true. So there we go.
Great.
What about you?
So I'm gonna be airbrushing most of today. Pretty simple stuff.
Before you guys yell at us. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It might sound a little different in here today. We actually are not that far from a window, which has an exhaust fan going out, and then there's an air filter right down below Cire as well.
Yep.
So we do what we can. I bring this up. You guys have been pretty cool about it, but somehow this is like a popular way to, you know, like when you're on the internet and you do something, people will tell you how stupid you are, no matter what it is. A real popular thing we found out on our YouTube channel, and I knew some Hobby Titans as well, is to jump in to the comment section of YouTube and explain to everybody how something we're doing could be dangerous.
Yes.
Like,
we appreciate the concern.
Yeah. There's some really good ones on your ice resin.
Yeah. We appreciate the concern. We are taking proper precautions.
It's amazing that basement-dwelling troglodytes who feast on Doritos and Mountain Dew for their whole life suddenly have medical advice for us. I'm like, wow, thank you guys. It's great. I'm so glad you're looking out for us. Okay, off to the races.
Off to the races. All right, so I'm gonna start with let's start with you. Let's get a little Lumex action there. As you've seen, I primed white. I'm gonna start with the blue, even though I'm going red.
That's blue.
What am I doing, guys? Starting with blue.
Are you building up interest?
A little interest.
Little interest.
A little interesting.
Sorry. How are you feeling about this terrifying magnet hover thing? Because
I think we're gonna break it.
You think we're gonna break it?
Brett's gonna see it on air.
Air.
We're gonna have to hide from him.
When we break it on air, can we deny it?
Yeah.
Can we? No. It was fun. We really didn't use it.
It was fine when we sent it to you.
Is this thing? I don't know. Now I'm like, like one of the problems with magnets is you want to see
what works. You've heard the term playing with fire. We're playing with magnets over here.
Yeah. Which is, I think, worse.
Maybe more dangerous.
No, fire's dangerous. You know what? I think fire is dangerous.
I know I'm supposed to be painting these red. This blue looks really good, though. What a shame.
Okay, I'm going to start my metallic-iness. I do think you're right. I do think that these things... Well, they're terrain, so there's that. You know what? I think I should just try not to.
Look how blue this is, guys. Isn't that crazy? That's like super
blue. It's so blue.
Blue AF.
I think that these are going to be nice if they have a little bit of some kind of color on them.
Yeah.
And of course, like, it makes sense. Brett says they're landing pads, so like they would have operationally, right? They would probably have some lighting. I'm using a paint you like a lot, the AK Metallic Black.
Oh yeah. Metal color black, which is very confusing because it just, if you're not paying attention, it just looks like it says it's black paint.
When you do these grids, you like, you guys know me, I love airbrushing terrain. I don't airbrush this because I just want the black.
The crystals are going on the swamp board. Okay, so it doesn't make sense to match the lights up. So you said you wanted these to be kind of reddish, right, Brett? Or like to complement the green?
Yeah, he told me like oranges, yellows, greens, or oranges, yellows, reds, like in that tile board. Okay, so Brett, is there an OSL color that would look good on this then? That would match?
Yeah. Doesn't even have to really be OSL, just some nice glow.
Yeah, just a little bit of glow.
Alright, things I didn't think out. How am I going to get this off while it's still wet? So I'm going to go see if there's another handle
There
somewhere.
is another handle. It should be up there. Otherwise... Is that yours?
No.
There are supposed to be two up there.
There are two.
Okay. Having two of things is very useful in a hobby studio.
Yeah, especially when there's two people.
Especially when there's two people. But even this morning, like we last night a bit, and then this morning we kind of oftentimes our airbrush care doesn't. We don't do as good of a job when we're in a hurry, and we're like we'll soak it, and soak it kind of like puts it in stasis, and then we'll come back and clean it later. So we were able to take one Badger Patriot to this morning. Actually, I don't even know if you know I did this. I took the one you were using, soaked it, and got the other, got the second one.
The crystals should be some kind of complement. Okay, cool. They are red. I know I'm painting them blue, but I am painting them red.
Yeah, it's pretty there. I think it'd be funny if you kept telling us all stream you were going to paint them red, and they just clearly just more and more blue.
And I just paint them
and like I mean, like, yeah, okay, Cire knows what he's doing, but like we're also like at this point, how is he going to pull back from the fact that he's obviously blue?
I do that, and then I just pull out red spray can at the end to cover the entire thing. All right, so look at this cool little graphic we have. Maelstrom Mixer.
Yeah, not too late to go.
Not too late, as far as I know.
No.
I put a link in the video at the bottom. So if you want to come out to Maelstrom Mixer, it is a awesome narrative 40k event. That's going to be super fun.
Not its first year.
Not its first year.
Second year under Brett. He did an amazing job last year.
Under Lord Brett.
And it's cool. Can't talk about it enough. But hopefully those of you who can't make it, we get some cool pictures and give you some FOMO, and you consider for next year.
Yeah.
High level destination Warhammer event is a goal.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the level of Gibraltar, but we'll get there. Probably not as expensive as Gibraltar.
Probably not. Although San Jose's pretty expensive.
San Jose's pretty expensive.
So just as expensive.
Flying here isn't. I wonder how getting to Gibraltar is. Bay Area is like one of those places where you can fly to it for pretty cheap.
I mean, there's San Jose Airport, which is like right next, real close.
Right. Yeah, when we first moved here, we often would still take flights out of San Francisco.
Oh, interesting.
Because it was the bigger airport and it flew to more places, blah, blah, blah. But that has totally changed. It is not the case anymore. We pretty much exclusively fly into and out of San Jose now. Like anytime it's been a while since I've checked prices, but anytime we check prices, it's never very different.
Matthew, what? Other half is doing a podcast. Oh, that's fun.
All right. That's fun, Matthew. Yeah. Glad to have you here.
What do y'all do with magnets? We're about to show you some cool things you can do with magnets.
We are. Fun with magnets.
All right, because I'm in a spot where I need to let this dry, so maybe we should just
do some magnets.
Go into cool magnet stuff.
Cool magnet stuff, yeah.
All right, so.
Yeah, magnets are interesting, huh? They're sort of terrifying. And magnets must have been wild for early humans.
Much like eclipses.
Eclipses.
People would never do stupid stuff around eclipses now, would they? So.
Yeah. Okay. Magnetizing your models. This picture is a little off-center. It's driving me nuts, I know, but I promise it makes... Anyway, you'll see. Yeah, we're going to talk... Our poll is about magnetizing models. We want to talk about it a little bit later when we close the poll, but just in general, magnetizing models, of course, kind of a big deal. Do you magnetize a lot, Cire?
I only magnetize my vehicles. I don't really... Because I don't play Tau, so
Yeah.
I don't need to magnetize 10 things.
Crisis suits are fascinating because there's two... First of all, they're like sort of I feel like they're maybe the quintessential magnetization hobby project. So most Tau players do it. And you can often start by not doing it as a Tau player. You'll think, I don't need to do it. But you quickly learn that you really want to do it. I mean, even the latest Codex release is a good example of that. Like, there's just like, this is how Tau's armed now. Yep. This is how Crisis Suit's armed. These are like one of the options you can... And you're like, cool, well, I didn't build them that way for the past 12, 15 years, but okay. I mean, the original Crisis Suit model is over 20 years old now.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And people have these. I have a ton of original Crisis Suit
models. What are you, Primaris Crisis
Well,
suits?
we had... The new one is bulkier and a little bigger.
Okay.
But the old ones still hold up.
Okay.
These are actually...
We don't even know who... We stole this from the internet.
Stole from the internet. Are these... these are the old ones.
Okay.
These are old Crisis Suit models.
Nice.
So, okay, we're going to come back to this one. Let's talk about some of the other ones.
Sorry, I just seen someone, Matthew saying, I magnetized all my sister's weapons options because I needed to punish myself.
Infantry's
That's very,
rough.
very thematic to be punishing yourself
for playing sisters.
For playing sisters.
Infantry's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have the guts to do it for, like, standard infantry.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like a captain.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
whatever these are.
You tell me what these are. You actually are the ones that kind of brought this up.
Oh, hey, damn.
And when you brought it up, I was picturing something a little different from the 90s version of this.
Thank you, Rudy Picardo, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thanks, Rudy. Good to hear from you.
Keeping the channel up and running.
Yeah, Rudy has something in the mail for us. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, he sends us pretty cool stuff. Rudy, I don't know if I told you, by the way, your vacuum was such a hit that I actually sent it out to...
as a prize,
Teeny Tiny Victories, Lauren, for February's win on our challenge. I was like, I'm going to send a hobby product, a hobby centric. I need to send Timbits out. Timbit, don't worry, it's coming.
It's happening.
Yeah.
These are magnets, Super Edie. These are definitely... I don't know what you're thinking these could possibly be. I wouldn't stick these in any orifices, though. These are...
Just to clarify what we think you're thinking,
these are... I don't know. We were like magnet toys. This is one of them.
They're the equivalent of, like, fidget spinners?
Yeah. I think they've been rebranded to a fidget toy.
They were, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were. When I looked it up, only one picture came up and it said fidget.
Oh, okay.
And its Amazon listing. Then I typed magnet fidget thing and these showed up.
Yeah.
Like all over. When I was a kid, there's a different version of these. It was a weird stick. There's a blue, like,
Did you
stick.
push a hula hoop with it?
No. It was like, No, it was like a stick with a big magnet block inside of the plastic, like, casing.
Okay.
And then there were, like, 5 or 6 little magnetic balls that, like, stuck to it and you just played with it. I don't know.
That sounds really lame.
It was super lame. But I'll be honest with you, I remember, like, playing with it into being, like, a teenager because I used it the same way, like, as a fidget concept. I'd be, like, watching TV or, like, just sitting around with friends, and I remember just having this thing, and you just, like...
Oh.
Yeah, kind of the same thing.
Yeah. I like these because they make cool sounds. You let them
they make... Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But anyway, these are kind of weirdly... I have this pop culture... fog of war, if you will, on from like 2002 to like 2009,
right?
Because I was in college and grad school.
Yeah, and you're too cool for magnets.
Well, I was studying, like, music-wise, I was studying jazz and classical music. Like, so, like, I don't know music from it. I don't know kid stuff. I was like in my 20s. Like, you don't really do kid stuff when you're in your 20s unless you're having kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, all of this was foreign to me. Then I when I joined the workforce, I was teaching.
Yeah.
And so out of nowhere, all this stuff like
came back into your
yeah,
view.
and I start having, and then also like Meg and I had been married for a while. She listens to pop culture music and pop music. I really wasn't when I met her, and so when we then like once our relationship, our marriage got going, and I was teaching, that fog of like pop culture and weird things is lifted.
Yeah.
But literally, this is like when you told me these, I'd never seen these before.
Really? That's
Until this morning.
funny.
Yeah. I was picturing, like I said, the things I remember from the 90s.
Your stick,
magnetic stick and balls.
Magnetic stick and balls.
Magnetic stick and berries.
Thank you, Rudy Picardo.
Yes.
Hey, Hobby Colo fam, no duty work today. Awesome. Sick. So, hobbying with you today. Working on priming, painting 3D printed terrain from Warlayer. Never heard of them. Maybe check them out. We need to be printing some terrain anyway.
Yes.
Can you tell how the terrain from the Maelstrom Mixer is different from 40k Kill Team tournaments?
Yeah.
That's more of a Brett question, but I can tell you that. So, here, you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm gonna just do a little, since we're talking about it. Last year when we played, the missions are not set up to be like normal missions, right? It's not a, 4 objectives or 3 objectives in the center, whatever. They're narrative-based missions, so the terrain changes based on that, right? So, for instance, last year there was one of the big final missions was you have to defend this like shield generator. It was a fort that had a bunch of shield generators. So the terrain was set up much more asymmetric, right? It is a large open field with some big rocks, but ultimately kind of open. Whereas the defenders were they had much less of the board to work with, but there was a lot more cover. There's more elevated positions. And there's stuff like that, right? So it is purposefully asymmetric terrain because it's meant to be telling a story and not meant to be perfectly balanced play. I mean, it was still balanced, to be clear.
Sorry, Chef. Oh. I saw it. We need to go back to it. I know. Yeah, Chef was on. Chef. Sorry. We got it.
Yeah, let me finish it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so basically the idea with this is that it is theme and narrative first, as opposed to having like perfectly balanced matches, which isn't to say they're not unbalanced. They're not unbalanced missions, but there's like different goals, right? So
I'm gonna jump in and say Ciri's totally right, but again, like I've been saying, last year the guys did a really good job with balance.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like you were on a bowling ball getting shot at.
Yeah. Probably more terrain than average, also.
Yeah, more terrain than average is really important, I would say. Definitely. And, like, there's more also it's made to look good, Rudy, so there's, like, scatter.
Yeah.
There's, like, a lot of... And that, that just doesn't make sense in a competitive setting all the time, right? So there's scatter, there is... I would say in general more terrain.
Yeah.
Although I don't play competitive 40k, but I kind of have a sense of what the terrain looks like because I walk by the tables. And then much more thematic. Some competitive events definitely have at the very least they make boards that are like here's a lava board.
Yeah.
Boom. Frontline events are pretty good at that, but. I would say they're more thematic on a deeper level, which was what Cire and I are trying to do with the new board we're doing. We didn't want to just do cave.
Yeah.
We wanted to do Gloomspike gets mushroom beer distillery.
Yeah.
Like farm and distillery.
Yeah,
right?
There's a story there.
There's a story. So every board is a story, Rudy, for sure. They're very specific. This is for the Tau Airfield. This is like a swamp board, but there's more to it than that because there's these freaking hovering crystals. That again, just more blue being added to this.
They're gonna be red, I swear.
They're gonna be red.
Thanks, Rudy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate
it. And enjoy your time off.
It's time off. Yeah. I was asking him the other day. I was chatting with him on Discord about how much like hobby stuff. I'm happy and a little bit surprised at how much hobby stuff he's able to have.
Oh yeah.
He's on deployment. Like in the Middle East.
In Bahrain, yeah.
In Bahrain. So, like, it's not like Rudy's in a constant active combat zone or something.
No.
But I thought that was sort of interesting that he was able to, like, get that stuff over there and, which is great. It actually makes me happy to know that U.S. troops don't have to like rely on sitting and like sharing the one Xbox or whatever.
That also happens.
I know that. I know that happens.
It's good on Army base. Broken Chef, we missed yours. In high school, I made a magnet railway car. It was a challenge to keep it from flying off the rails. Is that a pun? She's super ready now? It was a fun month.
I get it. I see it, yeah.
Month-long
I'm trying
project.
to think if you did that on purpose.
It might also be literal, though, because it could literally... Anyway, yeah, that's awesome. I never did anything like that, but... So I was looking at the history of my school.
Yeah.
Apparently, at some point in, like, the 50s or 60s...
You went to, like, a weird... You and Holly went to, like, a weird school. There's always some weird story about your school.
They built a particle accelerator at my school?
Yeah, you went to school in Berkeley.
It was El Cerrito, yeah, El Cerrito, which is weird. Yeah, they built a particle accelerator, which we might actually talk about later, speaking of magnets.
Well, we'll definitely talk about it later when we get to it. Yeah. No, I've just kind of noticed, like, that I now after it took me a while to be here and actually meet Bay Area natives.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's so many people.
In San Jose area.
Right, yeah, because it's like, I know John is a San Jose area native, Kat.
Yeah.
Took me a while. But they always have the, like, most, like, it feels like you guys went to high school like 30 years in the future from when I did.
like less than 10.
Yeah, like, oh, my high school built a
particle. Well, I didn't know. This was before I went.
Before you were even there. Okay,
yeah, this is in like the 60s.
You know, my high school did in the 60s.
What? Not exist?
No, I'm sure it existed. I don't know. Probably grew the biggest pumpkin year.
That's cool. Hey, we never made a big pumpkin. Ooh, we're getting a lot of chats. We gotta...
Kiki. We know this guy.
Kiki Breaky.
Yeah.
Love you all. Boys, what has been your favorite model to paint these past 2 months? And what's been your favorite army to play? Thanks for the great content. Oof.
Oh, really good questions.
Yeah, thank you, Kiki.
Really good questions. Okay, I gotta think.
There's another one. Favorite model to paint? Honestly, probably the ice.
Oh, so good.
The ice Varangard.
Ice Varangard is so good. Yeah. I was, boring behind the scenes YouTube data stuff. I was looking literally, the period from the ice guy, and we also had a few others. There was a couple other you did on the same lava and stuff. Actually, got us more traction on YouTube than the shaved
space period.
That video alone has the most views. But it comparatively did less for us as far as subs. And,
interesting.
And go for compared to that period. Was the ice one kind of anchored that? But there were like 2 or 3 other ones that came out that you and Ted made that were
Like people like ice. So that's definitely my favorite model for the past 2 months. And favorite army to play. Look, I know people are like kind of mixed on 10th, but playing Salamanders at LVO, it just feels so good. It feels so thematic. It feels right.
That's fun. Yeah, I mean, I think people... I haven't played 10th yet, but I'm like anticipating being into it. Every time somebody tells me something about 10th that everybody else is upset about, I'm kind of like, what? I keep not getting why anyone cares that Tau got only 4.
Oh, yeah.
Sub-factions.
Detachments. This is not coming out.
In the new... Oh, it's like drying.
It's drying a little funky. Sorry, Brett.
The Tau, and I guess the latest Custodes, I guess only 4. I'm kind of like... And like, I would... Okay, so here's what I would say. Marines got 6, right?
Yeah.
And Tyranids got 6?
I think so, yeah.
And then Necrons got 5?
Yeah, I think that's right.
And then everyone else so far has gone 4. This is what I would say to that. Like, I would not... Marines getting 6 would never surprise me.
No.
If Marines got 6 and then, like, everybody else got 4, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Just like if Guard came out and there was clearly a Guard one for, like, here's the Talari.
Oh, Necron's got 6 too.
Yeah, okay. So, like, they start to do this in 9th. Remember the Guard book had, like, here's kind of...
Yeah, kind of Cadian.
They started to do this. They started to do this. And if they did that with Guard, so that's what I'm sure they're going to do with cities. Like, they already did that with cities in Sigmar. There's 11 sub-factions in cities in Sigmar. Jeez. They add one small rule. An extra order.
Thank you, John McCardle.
Oh, thanks,
for
John.
the many gifted hobby collab members.
Yeah,
Appreciate
good
it.
to see you again. John dipped in yesterday. Nice to see him.
You also didn't mention your favorite.
I know. I'm. There's so much to talk about. I would say that 10th sounds fine. Like it's if a faction that I felt like Eldar.
Yeah.
When Eldar come out, what are the 5? What are like the 5 or 6 craft worlds? Simhan, Elatork, right? Elatok.
You're asking the wrong person.
Ulthway.
Elatok, Ulthway.
Simhan, that's 3, and then there's
What are the blue-yellow guys?
Iandon.
Iandon, yeah.
Okay, but then there's also Myanmar, Miramor.
Myanmar's a country.
It's like Miramor. It's like the Forge World one.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Anyway, there's a few others. Like, if Eldar got one that were kind of clearly meant to represent each of the different craft worlds, and that meant there had to be 6, I'd be like, fine. But Tau, they haven't really done that. Like, Retaliation Cadre is probably Farsight's thing.
Yeah.
Tau are pretty much Farsight and not Farsight.
Yeah, Farsight, or it's like you focus on like one thing, right? It's like, all right, battle suits, auxiliaries,
right,
tanks.
and that's sort of what they did. And I'm kind of like, what else do you guys want? I don't know. Like, it's just sort of weird too because I feel like people kind of tend to like get into one and play. I don't think this is just me, but they're like, cool, I'm going to mostly play this one now, right? And I guess it's nice, to be able to play more than one, especially because hobby-wise, that's how it's set up now, right? I don't know. Kiki, let me think here. Let me answer this question for Kiki. Best model to paint over the past 2. Carthusa was fun.
Carthusa was good.
Carthusa was fun. Honestly, painting the Nighthaunt army was also super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I would probably say that those are my 2 answers. But if I had to be specific, have I enjoyed playing? Oh yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. That's cool. When I messed up a big area.
Yeah, we want to get the mistakes on stream.
It looks pretty bad, but we'll be blending it all together at the end. I've really been enjoying playing in Age of Sigmar. Kiki, I've been enjoying both my daughters, especially without Marathi. No disrespect to Marathi, but. It's just been fun to have kind of a horde army, and I've also really been enjoying Nighthaunt. Same thing. I'm realizing I kind of like these big horde armies that move kind of quick and take up a lot of the board and have some tricks and stuff. So I've been enjoying both of those. I guess probably Daughters a little bit more than Nighthaunt, but I think that might just be because I've been playing Daughters more.
Yeah.
Methusa just came out. She's super fun. So yeah, probably Daughters. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I'm really excited. Sorry, I said 10th, but I'm also like super excited to get some more Vanguard on the table. I think next time I play Slaves, which I might not necessarily be playing next time, we'll see. Mm-hmm. But the next time I play Slaves, I should have more Vanguard, and I'm really interested to see how that's going to go.
Vanguard are fun. It's fun. It is not my play style, but it is like. I have a very different feeling when I play an army that just doesn't die that easily than the ones I do, which often die. I'm less stressed, but I feel like I'm also more likely to lose. The loss is like, all right.
Yeah. Broken Chef. Sorry, we're a little behind. Broken Chef. Speaking of terrain, what are your thoughts and hopes for 4th? Have they talked terrain yet?
They haven't. What I can say is that I'm pretty sure it's going to be more impactful.
They've kind of hinted at that, right?
They've kind of hinted at that. I think it's going to be more impactful. I think there's sort of a list of things that people wanted to see change different from 3rd to 4th, and that Matt Rose has talked about, and one of them was that the double turn was more, like, required more thought.
Yeah.
And
more of a payoff.
More
right?
of a payoff. And risk reward, right? And this was another one that came up, was terrain. Terrain in AOS, honestly, 3rd Ed is not bad. It's just there's not that much. In some ways, that can be good for like a streaming channel because we can make boards that look really cool and weird and wild and sick and do all this cover the boards with terrain and just be like, okay, that just does nothing.
Yeah.
We do that right now. We put up, even yesterday, we had a rune that was like 4 or 5 inches tall, and we're like, we're not going to worry about vertical distance.
Oh.
We're just choosing not to do that, but this looks cool, and we think it looks cool on stream. Or we'll put down, a hoodoo and say it's a forest or whatever.
Oh.
Like, you can do that stuff now. When rules get more specific, you kind of lose that ability to an extent, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the rules right now are just kind of... I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that want terrain to be, like, super crazy. But also, like, that just doesn't really gel with, I think, the very kind of symmetrical nature of, like, matched play.
I think what I would like to see is Chef, to really answer your question, I would like to see at least a third of the missions have the objectives, and they're not going to do this in the stream, but this sounds like more of a supplement thing. But I think they should. It'd be really cool to see, and they could tie it with a model release. I know people don't love that because you got to buy your own stuff. But I want to fight over buildings. I want buildings to be the objectives.
Ooh,
and like I've said before, like, and they can make it work. It can be like, if you can go in it, i.e. your infantry. I want my daughters to run in and have like a gritty fight with a bunch of gut rippers, for control of this building. And if you can't go in it, like, I want my Stonehorn to be like, oh, if you have, a Stonehorn, not specifically, or a Gargant, right outside the wall, you count as control. Like monsters count as controlling it if they're right next to it. Cavalry, maybe cavalry don't. Maybe it's like a weakness of theirs, right?
Yeah.
Like, they can't go in it. They can't really stand outside of it and be like, hey, we're here. We'll wreck your face like a Stonehorn or a Gargant could.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're going to be like, hey, I'm just going to smash this building, right? So I want to see terrain be part of, like, what's happening.
Yeah.
We do this thing on our streams, if Chef, you've probably noticed, where I do try to put pretty impactful terrain.
Yeah.
Yesterday's game was a good example. I think it was a really good game between John and Brett.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a small likelihood, spoiler,
for yesterday's game,
John won that game. It was very close.
Yeah.
I think there's a small likelihood that if the big kind of temple is not in the middle, that matchup skews very heavily towards Brett. Yeah. Because he's a little less fast.
Yeah.
And he's kind of got these two big blocks. And if you let him just sit in the middle of the board, he'll do that.
Right.
And so having this, like, oh, we got to go around one way or the other type thing is I think fascinating. And at events, people don't put enough terrain down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially impassable stuff.
Yeah, I think there's... it's just kind of like a fine line. Like, how impactful do you want? No!
He's back.
Thank you, Liberty Fires. I'm going to get to it before we get the party lights. Justice for Avatar.
Yeah. Yesterday he dipped in and didn't... He super chatted and didn't do this.
It's because I wasn't there.
Yeah, it might be you.
Justice for Avatar. Avatar got its due. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What about destructible terrain? Monsters can destroy it and keep units. They can already do that, can't they? Oh, it's sort of, right? Monsters can kind of destroy.
No, and that was the thing, Matthew. That was the concept in yesterday's game, because John had Usharan and Brett had a Carnosaur, and I kind of we had their terrain sort of back farther, and I was waiting for two of them to get to the other person's. We were playing Towers in the Tundra, and I was waiting for somebody to get to the enemy tower and smash it with their monster, but it didn't happen. And again, probably the reason it didn't happen was the centerpiece, like, slowed down that kind of movement.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I want something like, do you have stuff that, like, slows down movement? Do you have dangerous, you may have this in, like, 7th and Heresy, right? You have, like, weird effects that are, like, actually quite impactful, as opposed to just...
Yeah.
It might... on a low chance, it might do a small amount of damage.
It might do D3 mortals on a one, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm back to painting. I had to go put these on the fan to let them dry. So I'm just gonna paint.
The camera's kind of helpful to see things. I'll be honest with you. Like
Camera's good for saying, yeah.
Yeah, no, like it kind of I can kind of see where it's like spottier than I want it to be on the camera.
Oh yeah,
on the monitor, easier than I can in real life. Yeah, smashing terrain stuff is fun. Yeah, I agree. In general, I think like building, like I want like a mission with 4 buildings, and in that mission I want there to be like, it's just like whoever has more models in the building scores it, gets the point, and then like monsters can just smash it and be like, cool, no one.
Cool, yeah. Now and then like if you destroy it while people are in it, like there's a chance they take mortal wounds, like destroying a vehicle in
exactly
40k or Harris.
I mean, they have those. The thing is, the funny thing is, like, other than yeah, absolutely, Polly. Other than actually centering missions around it, which is what I'm requesting, a lot of this stuff does exist. Like, you can, the thing you just described, that happens if you smash the rebel. If a monster does the monstrous action, smash the rebel while infantry are in it, they take damage. Like, this stuff does exist in Sigmar. It's just not really set up to like matter that much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. There's not a lot of, like I said, there aren't missions that really, like, Towers in the Tundra is kind of the first one. And I'm really happy that it exists for that very reason. Like, it's great to see, like, you know, terrain matter in a mission.
Alright. Doing some pre-highlighting here for this, these crystals.
Okay. Oh, I need to grab a black Cire.
Black paint?
Just a black paint. Do we have one here? No.
I have a black ink somewhere.
No, I need to cover up the mistakes I made here. Let me just grab it real quick.
Well,
we're back to magnet things.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Sorry, we got completely sidetracked. Sorry, I'll wait for him to come back.
Okay, just trying some things here.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, Barry, what you said is like, I want interesting terrain rules, even if they're not competitively minded first. And I don't know if that's. Whoa! I just realized these have 2 completely different bases.
One's thicker.
One's way bigger. Yeah, I agree with you, Barry. But that's kind of something I want in general, not just terrain. But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, this is, here, let me show you this. See, they're nice and red now.
I can see it. I can
see the red coming.
They're getting there.
Oh, right, let's continue our magnet discussion. Alright. Yeah, magnetic, beads.
Yeah, magnetic beads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the large. Is this the Large Hadron Collider, or is this just a regular particle accelerator?
No, this is it.
Polly, do you work on the Large Hadron Collider? He said he works. He specializes in.
Oh yeah.
Polly, do you work for CERN?
He does. He does live over there somewhere.
I know. That's what I'm asking. Polly, if you do, let us know, and then send us proof. Take a picture of a little black hole and. That's how we'll know you're telling the truth.
Yeah. I want to see a picture of a mini black hole that you made.
That's my hobby.
Making.
Paul, are you actually serious? Do you actually work for CERN?
Yeah.
No lying.
No, we can't tell with Polly.
I can't tell with Polly. He might be lying, but.
Yeah, so we don't really know how this thing works or if it uses magnets, but we put it on here.
Okay, Polly, if you really were for some, prove to us. See, now he's saying things I don't even know what he's talking about, so he's probably telling the truth.
He's probably telling the truth.
Polly, why are you watching our channel? You work for CERN. Why are you watching this channel? Could you be doing better? You could do better than us.
Maybe he just likes.
He's just like, look at these idiots.
He did this. I know. He did say misspent years. Maybe he likes misspending his years every now and then. These things are cool. There's also a really powerful one in Berkeley, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there. It was at the school.
Oh, the one you were just talking about. Oh no,
not the one at my high school.
The one at the particle accelerator at your high school. At Berkeley the thing is different.
Are you serious? Polychrome really? It sounds like he's actually being serious.
I did Astro. Okay, the thing that they
that's so cool. We have such cool people in our.
I know. In Berkeley, it's the thing that they used to figure out fission recently.
That was kind of not maybe overhyped thing. You're talking about cold fusion? Not cold fusion.
They had like a net gain on a reaction or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just live near it. I don't.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I think this thing uses magnets.
All right, Polly.
Let us know.
Does the Large Hadron Collider use magnets?
Look at that thing. It's got to have some magnets in there.
You said there's at least one magnet in there.
There's got to be some magnets in there somewhere.
We think it's electro. Was it electromagnets?
I don't know.
Electromagnetic?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You got
magnets, how do they work?
Magnets, how do they
Who
work?
knows?
So anyway, this is one of the things.
This is pretty cool.
What else we got? Oh,
almost as cool.
Oh
as
no,
Legend.
it's crashing into the fun with magnets. Part up top, the text. Oh no.
This is actually just as cool as a Large Hadron Collider.
So I didn't have these as a kid, but you said you did.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's like little
building.
It's like not as cool as Legos.
Yeah, you're somewhat limited in what you can do.
Yeah, you can build triangles or squares.
That's about it.
Or other polygons.
Okay.
Can't make a circle though. I guess if you had like thousands of them, you can make a circle.
Almost, not true. Yeah. They seem cool. They kind of seem like another fidget toy. Like I could have seen me keeping mine from childhood up through high school and like screwing around with these when I'm just like watching TV or something.
Oh.
It seems like that's like the kind of toy it is, which I guess magnets are just good for in general. Fascinating.
They're a cool little toy.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting.
This is one I put.
Yeah.
So, nail art.
Mm-hmm.
Holly told me about this.
Yeah.
So, there are nail polishes that have actual metal mica, not plastic mica like you've probably seen acrylic paints. And if you use a magnet, you can kind of draw the mica into designs. Usually people do like a stripe or like a cat eye. You can also do stuff like this if you have a heart-shaped magnet.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Now, do you need to have a heart-shaped magnet or you just draw a heart?
I think it'd be difficult.
Because it keeps pulling and falling. Yeah.
All right, what's the last one?
Whereas if you just put a heart thing over there, it'll kind of coalesce into the shape.
it'll...
Yeah.
You should just go look it up.
Similar cosmetically, Megan actually will wear these. She puts like this eyeshadow on that's magnetic.
Mm-hmm.
And then these lashes stick to that. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, weird the first time I heard about it. And also you're kind of like, the weird thing about magnets is they're like not bad for you. Right? Like, I mean, like, as opposed to glue. Like, you don't want to eat them.
Yeah.
But, like, you're right. If you're thinking about, like, oh, what kind of stuff do I want this close to my eye? You don't really want to be getting metal particles in your eye or whatever, right? But, like, as far as, like, being a carcinogen or having a problem down the road, you're not really going to have, as far as I know, problem just exposure to magnets. That's not been shown to be, like, you know, people with long-term exposure to magnets don't, like, develop mesothelioma or something, right?
That we know of.
That we know of, I guess that's right.
Big Magnet is keeping us.
Big Magnet is
the Large Hadron Collider is keeping us in the dark.
Yeah, Big Magnet is, like, got all this data and they're just not sharing it.
The Magnet Baron's keeping this information.
Magnet Baron.
He's keeping this information
Oh
from the public.
Magnet Baron, I met him. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you they would turn red.
There we go.
Yeah, a red.
There you go. That's it. He wasn't lying. What I'm doing right now is just some touch-up spotting here on this. I'm kind of just like sinking a little bit of my homemade black-brown panel liner into like selected areas. I'm not doing every area, but just selected areas. For two effects. One, cleaning up anywhere where the dry brushing got deeper and into the grid than I wanted it to. That's thing one. And then two, just to also kind of add like some interest in other areas. But cleanup is probably the big one that I'm doing here with it. Right there, that needs a little bit of cleanup. Just tones it down, tones down the metallic. It doesn't completely cover it because it's not opaque, but it certainly tones down the metallic. And you could sit here and you could do this all day. Or honestly, what I would probably do is just slather an oil over it, or even airbrush a quick blast of something like that. Stink up the apartment for a second or two and then wipe it.
Okay. These are not done, but we're getting there.
We're going to close our poll in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, I want to chat magnets. I'm going to chat hobby magnets, speaking of Hobby Baron. What people are... Like, I don't know, how often do you guys really magnetize stuff? It looks like yes is winning.
Okay, we're going to end this.
Let's end it. Cire, so you magnetize vehicles only, you said?
Pretty much. Like, sponsons and, like, main guns. I'll occasionally do dreadnoughts, too. Anything large. I don't bother with infantry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the best magnet use I've done is on all of my hobby exploits, and I'm trying to think when I maybe pushed it into an area it probably didn't need to happen. Like, when did I magnetize something that I didn't need to magnetize? Or when did I magnetize something real small that it was like...
This is like, what was the point?
Yeah.
You ever magnetize a head? Because sometimes I like a head, like a bear head versus a helmet. I've considered doing that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I've come very close.
Oh, I see.
Westy says he's going two at one.
Oh,
good luck, Westy.
Yeah, good luck.
If you don't win, don't come back.
Yeah.
We only have winners in this
Yeah.
Discord.
Winners only.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Best of luck, yeah.
What GT are you playing in before you leave?
What's the smallest, weirdest thing I magnetized? So I was like, I probably didn't have to do that.
I've magnetized things and never taken them off.
Yeah, I think I've done that. Or like, honestly, I love magnetization for storage help and stuff. And travel.
Yeah, I like to magnetize for carry. Actually, my carrying case is magnetic. So.
After they all... No, actually...
Oh, hey. I see more people than normal in here, so we're going to hit... If you are here and liking what you're seeing, you like and subscribe.
This is the best way to describe
it.
You like what you're seeing. You're not like...
Because definitely don't like what we're hearing, because we sound like dumbasses.
Well, they might like that. I mean, that's...
Hawaii Hell Dive? What?
Oh,
you're in Hawaii, Westy?
I know, I want to...
Jealous?
I know. I've always wondered what the Warhammer scene in Hawaii was like.
Was a wrist of a Drakari... Yeah, magnetizing wrists is where it's like, alright, this is... I don't think I can justify this.
That's intense, that's intense. Oh, I know, I did. Megan's Tyranid Warriors, we magnetized all of their arms. And they had 4 arms each, a Tyranid Warrior.
Oh, jeez.
And so we magnetized all the arms, and it was worth it because not only then could you swap out weapon options, but you could pose them, and it would look like you could you actually kind of got this ability like it was a childhood toy. Like you could pose these Tyranid Warriors in interesting, fun ways. That was maybe the most intense magnetization project I ever did. but I think it was maybe also one of the most worth it.
Yeah.
All my crisis suits are magnetized. My ghost kill is magnetized.
Your trees are magnetized.
Oh, the trees are magnetized. Yeah, honestly, that's maybe one of the most worth it. So the trees we use on the Hoodoo board are all magnetized, and what happened is, the old Games Workshop tree kit, forest, I made a bunch of trees for the Obsidian board that we have, that black board that we play on stream, and I didn't use the leaves on those.
Yeah.
I put a little dab of glue on them, and I sprinkled snow powder on them.
Right.
So they have like these fuzzy white alien trees.
Yeah.
Right? And then I had all those leaves left over. Years later, one of the things that happens when you with 3D printing trees is that you can get a lot of really good trunks without leaves.
Yeah.
Once you start trying to add leaves into the mix from the 3D print, not all the time, but in my case, the how cool they look kind of drops a bit. Diminishes, and also trees remain expensive, even when you're
3D printed trees are somehow really expensive.
They are very expensive. So, we do, yeah. So I took all those old Citadel leaves that I had, and magnetized them to the tops, and then that's how we store it. And again, you can kind of change them up. You can pose them a little bit. It's, they're pretty good for that. So the way I probably would have answered this, I think, is sometimes, but also no.
No.
If I must, I would say is kind of how I think about it.
All right. So I'm spraying from an angle on these crystals here. So I'll show you in a moment what I'm doing. So that's not super smooth.
All right. So I have a question for you.
Yeah. Here, maybe you can show that on.
Yeah.
Still not finished. So I'm going to add some fluorescent paint. There you go.
Sorry, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm about to gloss varnish this black part in the middle.
Yes.
So that I can recess sink the ink into it.
Okay. Yes.
My question was... What was my question? I don't remember now. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Should I put the gloss in the recesses as well?
Yes. I mean... Yeah.
Because it can't... Once it gets down there, it can't go anywhere, even if it's...
Yeah.
There's nowhere else for it to go.
Kind of looks like ice cream. Yeah, it kind of does. Those tasty, tasty crystals.
Now, sorry, remember I said there's going to be a time and a place during this stream where I pass these to you and ask you to hit them?
That time is coming?
It could be any time now, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to let these dry in a minute, so...
So, good time for it, okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's great to hear from all you guys today. We appreciate the support.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Kiki's question about what I've been enjoying, and it's the tail end of Third Ed Sigmar. I've been enjoying Sigmar, Third Ed. Frankly, I still am digging it. Even going to a tournament of Third Ed, a GT at the beginning of June down in SoCal. Get to visit Vino, our mod. Get to play one last hurrah of Third Ed. I've still been enjoying it quite a bit. I think that's a good sign. It's really weird. I don't know I'm trying to think the last time I was really digging in an edition, and then it changed. I think I can say. I think I know, and people at home might be able to guess. Not me, but any of us. I don't know about you guys, but I personally thought that 6th Ed Warhammer was pretty good. 7th Ed was supposed to be like this cleanup of 6th Ed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but 7th Ed was, I think it might have been the first time they had like such an aggressive, whatever it was, 3-year.
Change.
Well, speed.
Oh.
Because 6th to 7th was not very different.
Okay.
They were basically the same edition. They got rid of a few things. I'm sure it slowed the game down, but I thought there's a cool mechanism in 6 called focus fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happened in 6 is it was per model based on terrain if you were in cover.
Yeah.
And so you could, as the shooting unit, choose to not target anyone in cover or choose to target everyone only in cover.
Right.
It's kind of interesting.
It's kind of an interesting take.
Yeah, that's kind of been one of my gripes against 40k for years now. Is same thing I griped about in Sigmar, but 40k it seems even like, are you crazy? Like terrain should be bonkers important. Terrain should be huge.
Yeah.
And some of the past editions have really chilled out how much it matters or how formulaic you can make things. Like why are there L-shaped buildings all over the galaxy? That's okay, but like the rules just need to not like box themselves in so much where it's like we need L's.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying we need L's to like play the game well, that's not good rules. I would submit. I don't know. Like this one specific shape.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you want me to hit these with something?
Yeah. Why don't while I'm waiting for this gloss varnish to dry.
Sorry. So maybe you can tell me exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah. So
is it just all the areas around the entire rim, or just in a couple areas?
Just a couple areas. I would. You could almost maybe hit it this way.
Okay.
Like come at it this way.
Oh, I see. So kind of like I did with the crystals.
Yeah, I trust you. Just you.
Okay.
Can I not just give this to you and be like, just
do whatever?
Just make it look better.
Okay.
Wait, did I give you the paint?
No, you did not.
Yep. Oh. So we think probably
Ulthuan
is too light or not. I misshot him. You can try. Well, here I'll go both again. Once again.
Cool.
Just do your thing. Okay.
Cool. Anyway, what's up, chat? How you guys doing? We were kind of ignoring you for a second.
Right after stream, I'm gonna go pick up Megan.
That's right.
She's been out of town for a bit. And then we're actually having a terrain day. Are you terrain dating?
I don't think so.
Not so much terrain dating? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta. I mean, I told you.
Yeah.
Holly's getting a new job.
I know.
So
I probably shouldn't have put you on the spot on air and asked you if you're terrain dating, but that's fine. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're doing some terrain day stuff for Mixer over at
Michael Dunsmore.
Over at our friend Michael Dunsmore's, who's been helping a lot, and Brett will be there, so it should be fun. Meg, I told her the other day, I was like, listen, I'm sorry, I know you're just getting back into town, but I'm going to pick you up and pretty much take you to...
Put you right back to work.
Some crazy... Yeah, we're trying some weird, crazy, like, pop-up burger breakfast place.
Yeah.
And then, which, that smooth things over with Meg.
So you're, sorry, just to be clear, you're thinking like this style, like all the way around?
Sure. Yeah, I already, like, kind of built in enough, like, subtle variants in my first pass. So I'm thinking this is going to go in somewhat transparently, so it should be fine. Yeah. Crystals are drying. Fun.
Do you want to try the magnet again, just so people can see?
Sure. Okay.
All right. He's gonna try it again.
Do you want me to try it with a crystal?
No, not yet. I want you to get very comfortable doing it without a crystal.
Okay. All right. Hey, by the way, I do have to say, I think it might have been easier without the foam pad.
Okay. I'm sure people have tuned in and were like, I thought they were painting levitating terrain.
Part of the problem is having your hands in the way of the light.
Yeah, it makes it hard to see. Nope. Yeah, see, now we're going to have to do that with a resin magnet.
Now,
A resin crystal with a magnet.
The thing that's kind of funny, though, as Brett actually sort of mentioned to me, you can kind of feel it.
When it's, like, in the right spot.
Yeah, the problem is I think I'm, like, not I don't have that yet, but I can tell how, if you did this enough, you would get that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you can't really see all the lights.
Oh, yeah!
Once it's on, you put the little Laverath stalker on. He's fine.
All right. More than this?
No. Looks good. There he is.
He's gone. All right. It's still wet, so.
I think Brett has this really cool way he weathers like metal chipping.
Yeah.
On his towel that I actually want to. I don't know if he's still hanging. Brad,
The scratches, right?
Yeah. Does he do like a dark? He puts like a dark down.
I think he just does the speed scratch. We did a whole stream on this. I think I'd remember.
Yeah, but I don't watch.
I don't watch this channel. Alright.
There he is.
Yeah, I'll do it without them. Boom. Isn't that exciting?
I don't know, Jordan. We should put the link in. I'll get the link from Brett, and we'll put it in.
Yeah. Here, I want to get a better angle on it, so I'm going to put us in front. I have to actually get.
I'm obsessed with getting like a really good angle on this thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, we're just waiting for stuff to dry now.
That's
anyway,
true.
So.
That's true. You see him down here hanging out. Should we see what increasingly sized large models we can put on here?
Yeah, let's see if we can break it.
You think Kragnos will?
No, I don't think. Well, maybe.
I don't think it will. Nagash. No, it's not gonna work. I think Lady O would be like the biggest we could get.
I'm just gonna take this off, real quick.
That's fine. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think of that earlier.
Yeah. Can you hit me with the Lumex button?
Yeah.
See? Isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool. Look at him.
Awesome.
That was worth it. You're right.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
I don't know why, but it is pretty cool.
Yeah. Here, let's get another.
Oh, that's that angle, yeah.
Can you move whatever the top of that bottle is?
Yes.
Neato. Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
You can change it off now.
Fun. Okay. Thank you for making me practice this again, Cire.
You're welcome. You just leave it on for now.
Leave it on. I don't know how easily I can move it.
Maneuver around. I mean, it's gonna be on. We're putting it through its paces. It's gonna be on a table when people are playing.
That's fair.
We're really just doing some practice.
What I'm more nervous about is that like little inconsistencies in the paper on the table and like little bump things that we didn't clean up with Rudy's vacuum cleaner are gonna like
show up.
Are gonna like push it. You know what I mean? Like get it off and then
it over.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all right. Where's your working spot? Okay, cool.
All right, let's try sinking a little.
Yeah. Barry, the only problem with these is you have to have it's powered is the problem. Because I was thinking about doing the same thing, like having this as like an actual base for like Slon.
Yeah.
Would be really cool, but this is the Slon in the chair, but it's like,
Right,
oh
right.
wait, we have to have it plugged in. Maybe we can find a battery powered one. I imagine it probably wouldn't be powerful enough though.
Do you think I should just try getting this ink to fall in without any I don't have flow improver, but
If you had
water is actually good for that.
well, you put a gloss varnish on, so you can just wipe away anything. So
That's true. Okay. I'm still gonna use a little bit of water.
sorry, let me check something real quick. Here, since we're sitting at the front, I want to have this.
I actually need a bigger brush for this. It's not holding enough.
All right, so I was going through your stuff and noticed you had a fluorescent red, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a little fluoro red. So I feel like that's appropriate for crystals, glowing crystals.
Okay, I'm just doing a little of this
Okay.
this flooding effect here.
All right, I'm gonna say, fluorescent red, bad idea.
Yeah, why is that?
It kind of killed everything below it.
Really, I think they're looking pretty good.
Nah, I don't like the way that looks.
No?
Nah.
What? Can we show?
Yeah,
So everybody-
I don't think, I'm not feeling. This is with fluorescent red. No, here, sorry.
I don't know.
That's with, and this is without though, and I still haven't added the. I think I might just glaze over with the previous red. I think that would look better personally.
Okay. What do people think?
Well, this just looks kind of flat now. Is the problem? I mean, I can go back and add in shadows, which is what I'm going to do. So. Okay. That's annoying. I'm going to use the pink instead on this other one. So I'm going to go back. Hold on. So I got to go back with this red. I got to go back with this red. God dang it. I basically got to restart.
She's be using a cotton swab for this. That's okay. I can do a little cleanup afterwards.
I think the problem with that fluorescent red is that it's not fully. It's like partially.
This is a thing you and I have chatted about with the dollar round inks.
Yeah.
Is that and I can't stand this about paint lines. As much as I've been enjoying the dollar round inks, is I can't stand when there's kind of like nonsensible incoherencies between.
I mean, in their defense, it says it is.
It
says it. We just don't pay attention.
But the thing is, like, you don't want that. You don't want to, like, you want it to be almost like, I know I criticize Vallejo for having a million lines.
Yeah.
But you'd want a different line. You'd want to be like, and you'd want all the, then you come to find out certain colors just don't work in certain.
Yeah.
You know? This is, as far as how satisfying this one is, I don't have it. I'm only doing a couple things. It's for terrain. I don't have this set up to be super ultra working amazingly. As you guys can probably tell, it's working pretty good. But I don't have it like, you know, Elman Teresa is the guy that always has these videos of him just sinking on Instagram. Of
He's
him.
oil. It's
Yeah,
oil.
because he's using an oil, yeah. But this is pretty good. Honestly, it's the AK Titanium White ink with some water added to it. And you got to be careful with how much water you add, or the coverage will get weird, and it'll be like spotty. But to some degree, spotty's okay on terrain. So like I'm pretty okay with this. Wait, this one looks great.
Yeah. So that's. I just tried to fix it.
Yeah, that looks pretty dope. You're still gonna do more, I think.
I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know how uniform these crystals have to be.
Excited for me to try to balance it at the end of the stream?
Yeah, I can't wait to see it smashed apart.
Brett, will it smash to pieces if I screw it up while I'm trying to balance it? Should we just let Brett do it?
Just like we're not doing it.
Why don't we have Brett do it and we'll film him doing it and we'll just post it on the Discord.
Just watch him smash it to pieces. See, and that way, if he does it, then he'll feel bad because we painted it.
Right. That's the goal. You want to have that leverage.
Yeah.
You want to have that psychological
emotional leverage.
Emotional leverage over your friends. I really need a better tool than my finger to clean this. And you'd think I'd get up and get one, but I don't.
Why would you do that?
Just keep doing.
I'm doing this all out of order. Alright. I'm gonna come back to it.
I maybe made this one a little too runny. Let's see. Oh, that's got black in it. That's not
Panel line, yeah. Tau, probably the most panel lined army, right? Gotta be.
It's up there for sure. The Suryani have a lot.
Wait, is this the right one? Flame red. Okay, I'm trying to close the gap between these two colors. It's actually not that different. Color gap between these two colors. Turns out magenta and fluorescent red are very similar in color, according to Dollar Rally.
Is that good?
I mean, it's good for me right now because I'm trying to correct the colors.
Okay. This one's actually gonna have to. I mucked this one up a little bit because I don't know where it came from, but there was some wet black paint, which has, turned my white panel lining gray.
As you do.
So this one's gonna have to dry and then almost kind of like start over, which is fine. Cire,
Yeah.
today's a fan stuff day.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is it already time?
Yeah, more or less. I think we can do some fans. Just when you're ready. You know what? You do you're closing in on the
final
on your final formula. So you do that.
Okay. Yeah, let me just do this and then we'll hop into fan stuff. Of course.
Yeah, definitely very useful when you're doing this kind of panel lining with acrylic like this to use a larger brush, believe it or not. Seems counterintuitive, I know. But the smaller one won't hold anything.
Seizure, so you use oil or enamel? Or acrylic, I guess, for your panel lining. If you haven't used oils or enamels, I highly suggest them.
I mean, for my towel panel lining, I do use acrylic. I use Druchely Violet.
Okay.
Because over the green, I like the way the purple looks over it. And for a long time, it was harder to find those kinds of colors in, colors other than black and brown.
Yeah.
In things outside of acrylic. Okay, so yeah, this guy's looking pretty good. I'm going to, again, this also has to dry. So the cleanup here, I'd like to do the cleanup honestly with a little bit of a careful kind of dry brush of the black I used.
Yeah.
But I really would like the white to dry before I do that.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
smear it.
Yeah. So that's my next step. But in the meantime, I want to do a little bit of chipping on metal chipping. So how would you do it? I never do this kind of metal chipping. Should I just put dark down first and then?
I'm sorry, one sec.
Yeah.
I got this random. I
feel like I don't know if he's still here anymore. I've not done this the way Brett does it. I would like to kind of match. I mean, I guess it doesn't really need to match that way, but
Cool. There we go. I think that's a little better.
yeah.
Now you got some pink and some red and some black. There we go. Lower. There we go. This is our crystal. This one I still need to do a little bit of work on, but here's our other crystal. That's the one that doesn't have the pink in it yet.
Oh, we should have wanted a magnet in it.
Yeah.
Should we try?
Yeah, we should try.
You want me to do it?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Moment of truth, everyone. Before we hop into fan
God.
stuff.
Wait, you can't get mad at me if I break your crystal.
I don't care.
Okay. Brett, you either. Oh, God.
I'm experimenting with mediums to thin it, but I haven't found a winner yet. I'm down my fist on because I can't. Oh, interesting.
Should I take the gunk off?
You don't have to. Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Wait, where? Where?
This stuff.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to have to paint the bottom of it anyway.
Oh, my God.
Just be careful, it's still wet. Don't get your fingers. Oh, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Moment of truth.
Oh, man. All right.
Let's watch. Don't break it. Well, first you gotta take this one off. Sorry, you panel line with red. Interesting. There's some good oil paints that might be worth looking into.
We definitely want to get
And
mine.
it's spinning with thinning with enamel. I mean, white spirits, but that's a whole thing. I don't know if you want to do that.
Scared.
Actually, I'm gonna leave his face in here so you can see his
Yeah,
face,
absolutely.
his reaction face. Here it is.
Oh, my God.
Just be careful.
This sucks.
All right, everyone. Round of applause. No. Okay.
Oh, but it's okay, though.
It's okay. It's okay. We're good.
I can't see the...
You want me to tell you?
No, that sounds like a bad
you-
system. Okay, that'll help.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go! I don't know if the light underneath is working. Look at it! It's floating!
I'm gonna keep making Cire move this camera.
Everyone give a round of applause in the chat.
Oh my God. So yeah, this is why you want to go to Maelstrom Mixer.
Yeah.
There's going to be a board with a floating crystal.
The floating crystals.
Oh, so here's even better. Okay, eventually, you'll get to see. Here, I'll pull it here so you can get a little bit of a view here too. Eventually, you'll get to see this whole thing, but the magnet part is actually getting sunken down into the board.
Yeah.
So, there won't really be any evidence of. There won't be any evidence.
Jesus.
You okay?
There was a magnet right there.
Oh, okay.
Turned the camera off.
Did it?
Yes. It's fine now.
Is it okay? Wow, wild. There we go.
Do, 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 do.
Is that your X?
Someone play the X-Files.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Cool. Yep. Put something underneath. Run a brush under it. Cool. Alright. You can.
Yeah, so this will be sunk in.
Into the table.
And actually, I think that's one of the things we're going to work on today. So this will be sunk in a little bit. And there'll be, there'll be like something covering this.
Yeah. So it won't be super visible.
So literally, there'll just be like magnets floating.
Yeah. That's
on
so
this
cool.
terrain board. That's...
How fast can it spin? Not faster than this. Not much faster. Yeah. Oh, it maintains the momentum a little bit, huh?
Yeah, because of science.
Oh yeah, because that's how magnets work.
Well, I guess the reason it does it is because there's like very little friction.
Yeah, there's no friction, right? We've done it, people. We figured out how magnets work.
I'm getting some like gravity Sandra Bullock vibes.
The only problem is I don't think the lights are working, or if they are, they're we painted too much.
The lights?
Because there's supposed to be a light in there, isn't there?
Yeah, but is it turned on?
I don't know.
No, it's got to be turned on.
Oh, how do we turn it on?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have that ability.
Okay.
That's a Brett thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You were hoping that the magnet would power it?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't know.
All right, let's just keep that running in the corner while we
do some fan stuff.
Do some fan stuff.
Okay.
All right. Fan stuff. All right. You had these names, right?
Oh, I did. Here, let me see. I can find it. This was Dandelion. This is a new person. Something in Dandelion, and I forget their name. There it is. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah. And then you should be able to see the file name.
Allele and Dandelion with some Croxagores.
This, like black and gold Croxagores, a super cool look.
Chaos Croxagores. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm down.
I like actually when people do their like lizard men in darker colors.
Yeah.
And then like get the gold or whatever to pop out.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my mouse. I think the magnets. Oh, it's because I have the mouse upside down.
Upside down mouse is hard. Yeah, it's tough. You gotta do everything backwards and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Very nice work. Yeah. And I think this is one of our first posts. So, looking to see more of these lizard.
I want to see this whole army.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allele and Dandelion.
Yes. This was Bionic.
This is Bionic. Hey, Bionic, been a minute.
Bionic's Vespid.
Bionic, what the hell is this?
These are his Vespid. They're like breachers.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah, they're breachers, but with wings. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is great. Super cool Vespid. Are those Fury wings? Chaos Fury wings?
They look like it, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job, though.
Yeah.
Sick. Vespid are... Yeah, we need some... We need more Vespid. We need some real Vespid.
We need new Vespid.
Yeah, but these are great and...
In the interim, yeah. They look good. He's a good painter.
These are good. Great
job. Very nice. Oh, this is Bryce.
Bryce?
Yeah.
These look great. There's almost like a comic book look to them.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the base. Those bases are...
Super good.
Super good.
Bryce, great job.
Yeah,
I didn't know you played GSC.
Yeah, kind of curious what Bryce is up to.
Are you bringing this to Maelstrom? Actually, that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Really cool, yeah. This is Chef.
Chef? Oh, continuing on with the demon. So he must be doing a whole demon army, right?
He's doing a lot of demon stuff right now.
Because he did some Nurgle stuff last week.
But I know he's been in the Khorne too recently. He was telling me that he's either going to take Khorne or Nurgle without even knowing any of the 4th Ed rules to Boise Cup, which I'm also going to. Actually, will be the first 4th Ed GT.
It's going to be 4th.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th. Pretty sure. I think they mostly know that that's the case. It's like 2/3 of the way through July.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's going to have to be 4th. And it should be one of the first sizable. It's not a huge GT, but it's sizable. I think it's like 40 to 60 some people there.
Nice.
The first GT that's going to be 4th Ed. So I'm kind of excited for that.
Oh, side project might be for Necromunda. Sick.
Yeah, they look super
They look really good.
Chef, that looks great too. Yeah, this is
Galileo.
Yeah, Galileo. He posted a lot of pics of all of his crew that he did. They look incredible.
Yeah.
Brett and I were saying this guy with the composite bow is one of our favorites.
Yeah. That's great. It's really nice. And that little orange, like
that's
the tribal thing.
That's how you put... I love green and orange together. I love orange as an accent color to green.
Yeah.
And gray and white. Orange is a great accent color. And, that's like all you need, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's not much, but it's
great.
It's a lot. And
really good.
Check out the other stuff he did. His Crutoxes are incredible.
Oh, okay.
He did some Crutoxes. They're quite good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this looks great.
This is Soy Sumer? Yeah, Soy Sumer.
Yeah.
Looking great. Look. Not letting this whole Legends thing get him down.
No, which I appreciate.
I appreciate that. Yeah, he's looking great. Love me some. Like, you can't go wrong with a good old Stormcast with a hammer.
Yeah.
Also, appreciate the green with the gold. Gold and green is that's my go-to. That's how I pay my custodians.
That's your custodians, yeah.
Yeah. Look at it. He's got good taste. Also, nice beard. Next up. Good job, Soy Sumer. Ooh, this is... What is this? Vino. Oh, Vino.
This is Vino, yeah. Vino did Gnashing Jaws.
Very cool. Looking hot, if you will.
Yeah. Gnashing Jaws, honestly, these are such fun models to paint the endless spells. And he did an amazing job. Vino, did you airbrush this, or is this just all brushwork? Either way.
Looks like a little bit of dry brush.
Dry brushing, yeah. I don't know that Vino airbrushes too much.
Yeah. Looks great, though.
Yeah, it looks really great. Excited to see this on the table at Small Town Throwdown. I think he's bringing it. All
right, and lastly, whoa!
This is Rough House.
Rough House
also has a lot of pics up of his stuff. Of this, this is like the Necromunda.
Yeah, Ambot.
Ambot. Yeah, he has a lot of pictures of this up. I thought this was the most complete one, but it looks amazing. Look at the glow thing he has going on up at the top.
Dude, look, there's tons of OSL. There's OSL on the blue light, the red lens above his eyes. His eyes have some glow.
But like.
It's all really well done.
Like there's so much going on, and yeah, this is an incredible model.
Yeah.
Incredible paint job. Do you see the thing I'm talking about up at the top, the panel, like green glow lines? Is that verdigris or like what is that?
I think that's verdigris.
But it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. The weathering. He has a bunch of close-ups of his weathering.
Yeah, weathering's really
yeah,
solid.
Definitely check this out in our Discord.
Giving me El Miniaturista vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Looking real good. Man, we have some really talented people.
This was pretty wild, yeah. Oh, Ray, Brett, you're in chat. Can you tell me, when you do your metal chipping, do you first put like a little bit of a dark color down? Do you know if he does? I can't. Is there something?
Yeah, if you I think he does a metal chip, and then it doesn't really matter which way you do it. You can do a metal chip first and then paint brown inside of it, or you can do brown first and then surround it with metal. If that's cause I'm guessing that's how he does it.
Brown first.
I would do metal first.
Metal first.
And then paint inside of that metal with a brown. If that's how he does it.
Okay. All right. You're done?
I need to do a little bit more on that one, because this has a little more pink. Which I want to add.
Yeah.
So I need you to rip it off and risk life and limb.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Probably not necessary.
No, probably
but
not,
it feels like the right thing to do.
So I can add a little bit of pink back to this, and then I would probably want to varnish them.
Yes, especially when
inks, yeah.
Especially since they're gonna be smashing into the side of a magnet all weekend long.
There's still stuff in there.
Yeah. All right. Let me get my metallic. Oh, I need a worse brush. Metallic specific brush. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just do a little bit of weathering on here. I thought I wouldn't have enough to paint. I actually kind of don't think I'm gonna finish these. Some of that is because of this. I need to wait for this to dry.
The classic hobby collab problem.
Yeah.
We don't have enough to do. We're gonna have to stretch, and then don't finish.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of metal chipping on some areas, especially where I had mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the
that's what weathering's good for.
Weathering is great for that. I also kind of figured there'd be some chipping around the stairs. We want that. Yeah, awesome fan stuff. Thanks everybody for submitting.
Yeah, if you are not part of the Discord and you want to show us your stuff, show off to the community, make sure you join the Discord.
Yeah, I hope everybody in here is in the Discord. Please. It's good. It's a good Discord.
It's a good time.
It's a good Discord. Yesterday, Siri, we watched
Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon. So I would tell you I'm about to spoil Rebel Moon for you, but I don't really think I am. Because I'm not really going to discuss any major plot points. But man, it's just weird how bad it is. Like, honestly, like, not to be, like, a jerk, but that's the way I would describe it. I'd say, I feel like it's sort of weird how bad it is.
It's upsettingly bad. Confusingly bad.
Confusingly bad. Doesn't quite make sense, but it is really bad. I think this second one might have been slightly less worse than the first one, though.
Okay.
Maybe I've desensitized a bit.
The shock is gone.
The shock is gone. Maybe, I'm not sure. But it was great fun to watch it. So in case you are curious, in the future, we don't video ourselves. We just have a chat room going.
Yeah.
And Meg uses this app, and she puts it up on, and you can react with emojis. It's fun. So I think most of us were just hobbying, occasionally like looking up and kind of following along with this movie. But it does make, like, first of all, nobody needs to watch any of the Rebel Moon movies. Just like nobody needs to watch any movie. But like in particular, you don't really need to watch a Rebel Moon movie. They're bad. You're not getting.
I'm really missing anything.
Yeah, missing, but it's fun to have that experience with everybody. And I think one of the fun things about it was, one of the things that's so crazy about the movie is, like, you can kind of get caught up in, like, kind of typical, like, criticizing a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
That we like to do, where we're like,
oh, that's dumb.
Oh, that couldn't. And then you start to realize, like, you don't have time to get there on the show. you can't even do that with Rebel Moon, because, like,
this is going too fast with the craziness.
One of the things that it does, and Meg point, the music does not match the movie, which is bad. If music doesn't match a movie, that's never going to be a good movie. It's too serious of a part in the movie, and people would just be like, "What is happening?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. It hurts. It hurts your brain, for lack of a better phrase. So I would say that's going on, and like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just wild how
baffling
how this movie
made it.
Stuff that gets greenlit these days. Kudos to Zack Snyder. I hope he's having fun. Somebody is.
I'm telling you, what happened was they were making Superman. Henry Cavill started talking about 40k. Zack Snyder heard some of it, wasn't really paying attention, but said, "You know what? I could probably make a movie out of that." Yeah, it's like Star Wars, I guess.
Is it? Yeah, there are some 40k
esque.
There definitely are some 40k-esque things happening in it. They love... Yeah, oh my god, I just... It's so weird, such a bad movie.
Alright.
Are you going to end up watching it, or no? You going to skip it?
I'm not going to watch it.
I like that. Good call.
Wait, where's that? He could make 6 movies if he had time. Look, you don't have the time, but...
Yeah, you don't have the time. You gotta go chill out at home.
And, like, just chill.
Yeah, you gotta just go, like, chill out. You don't have time.
Chill out. You don't have time.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think, yeah, it seemed like it kind of ended, but are they making more already? Or does anybody know? Liberty Fires and I were researching this the other day, and we saw that it was that he said something about making 6 more, or making 5 more, or whatever. Does anybody know? Are they, like, definitely making more? It had kind of a open end ending. This one we just saw.
And these are Netflix only, right? Or whatever, they're like streaming only. They're not.
Yeah.
Streaming only, the new direct-to-video. Well,
so I was literally just thinking about that. I'm gonna kind of ask you the same thing. Yeah, it's a weird kind of, it's paradoxical because we're getting out of an era where we thought that streaming channels were actually making some of the best movies.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to see that that's not always true.
No.
Some are better than others. I think Apple's making crazy good stuff. Kind of checks out their branding. To like to try to make a good thing. HBO recently, when they rebranded to Max, HBO like made a conscious decision to no longer be that premium.
Yeah,
there's a lot of garbage on Max now.
There's a lot of garbage,
and I don't know if their own content they're still going to be trying to make super premium, but they've had I don't know. So yes, it feels like it a little bit. Right, like it, but also streaming stuff is good sometimes. I don't know.
No consensus yet.
No consensus. If it's the equivalent of direct to video. Nothing else greenlit yet. Ted says yet. I don't really know how that works.
Well, Fallout got renewed for a second season, so I'm happy.
I haven't watched it yet, but I when Meg gets home, I'm gonna see if she has any interest in watching it with me. If not, I'll see. If not, I'll probably won't watch it. Yet. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't typically just sit and watch TV. I'm usually hobbying or doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
And under most circumstances, I'd rather just hobby hang.
Fair.
With people in our Discord. So typically, I only really watch TV at night as Meg and I are chilling out, getting ready for bed. So I don't really have a time slot where I would like kind of watch it. If
yeah,
that makes
like
sense.
Dedicate time.
Yeah. Essentially, it would cause me to hobby hang less, which we
don't have time for that.
Yeah,
we can't afford that. All right, well, I'm done. Actually, nice. I need to varnish these, but we're not gonna have time before the show's over.
No,
what are you doing?
I am doing this weathering.
Oh, oops.
That's
sorry.
good
Hey,
too.
like and subscribe. Bell.
Yeah, do that.
Sorry, wrong button. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going through and putting the metallic down, and then you said, "Oh, can you grab me a brown while you're
a brown?"
Yeah. Didn't you say? You're the one who said brown.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
What's like the best brown for?
Well, dark rust would be it, but I don't think you have
that. But surely there's an equivalency, Cire, right?
No, there is no equivalent.
Really?
Here you go. This will do. Some earth brown.
Earth brown's not that dark, really, though, is it?
Oh, is it? Not dark? I don't know.
Not well. This is.
It's like dryad bark would be good.
Oh yeah, well I just got a bunch of dryad bark. Not the best angle. Okay, now I just kind of put this around, like
no,
inside?
Put it inside of it.
Inside of it, okay. The conversation, yeah, it's interesting.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right.
I just like lightly dab a little.
So is it?
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah,
all
don't do that.
Don't do that. Getting
It's
started.
weathering. It's just dirt.
Aggressive weather, like just
yeah,
like that.
And this kind of followed the same shape as the metal. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Is it? And then, yeah, there you go. And then like, bring it all the way to the edge on this side. Like you can. Yeah, basically, yeah. There you go. So it looks like it got something like smacked it there and then pulled it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's gonna do some chipping. Should I zoom in so that people can see?
Yeah. Here, I got it.
You just keep doing your thing.
I have exactly the wrong contact lenses in for this.
Yeah. Just getting some nice metal chipping.
Okay. Well, I guess I probably won't do this. Just sit here and do this for the rest of the stream.
Yeah. We can end a couple minutes early.
Yeah.
Hi, Bartok.
Well, let's see. Coming up
Yeah, where's the coming up stuff?
Monday.
Oh, we need to do this real quick. So, Devin is returning.
Yeah, we have some dates finally here.
Yeah, so we have some dates. So if you don't know who Devin Bush is, he's Brush Adept on Instagram. Super talented painter, literally award-winning painter. Doing some classes for the Hobby Collab people. If you're a mandrel, you can get these small classes, I guess, small online classes with us. And he's doing these workshops that are just like, some more in-depth, like high-level painting. If you want to get, you want to get better at painting, you want to level up, so as we hate to say, you can join in on these if you're a lab mandrel.
Yes.
And come to these small classes. It's a great deal. Normally these classes can run you $50 to $150, and you get it for free if you are a lab mentor, which is what, $8 a month for us.
Yep.
So you can come to both.
Totally worth it.
Super worth it. Get some great, not quite one-on-one, but as close to one-on-one as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty small classes.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't even realize Bartok was in here.
Oh yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling.
Yeah, so Monday, members only AOS game. I believe it's John and Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Playing, I forget what they're playing. Probably another return of Flesh Eater Courts. We've been wanting to kind of feature them a bit. And I'm not sure if Brad is playing. It might be Skaven.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gross battle. No real winners in that battle.
No one wins in
No
war.
one wins in Flesh Eater Courts versus Skaven for sure. Awesome. Sorry, did we do it?
I think we did it.
Did we do it?
Do you want to try this one more time? Or do you want to not risk it?
Oh, you want me to levitate
Yeah.
it one more time? Are you asking me to levitate it?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm demanding.
Okay. Yeah, I can do it.
I demand.
Here's where we're at here. By the way, you can see.
Ooh, no! I'm gonna have to do a little cleanup work. It wasn't quite dry.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. That won't take too long.
Okay. Should I do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Have to do it again. Here we go.
Everyone, hold your breath.
Last time. Oh.
Do your little mantra.
Oh no! Wait. We want to see my face because it's so stressful.
There we go. Drum roll, everyone.
All right. I feel like I'm getting better at it.
Smash it. Nope.
I had it for a sec. You see it?
Captain Sparkle fast. Prepare. Did you just get in Captain Sparkle? We're floating. We're floating crystals over here.
Yeah. That. See.
Yeah.
I just felt it. Right there, I just felt it. And then I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, you can see where I'm to do a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah.
Spin it, spin it, spin it!
There we go.
Rudy, no, so the classes are for lab managers, which is the second tier. Did Tesla make this? No, this was made by the one and only Brett.
Well,
Actually, some magnet company.
Some company,
Yeah.
but there it is. There it is.
One more time. And then I'll take us out, I swear. This is just too cool to not.
It's too cool to not do it. You're right. Yeah. I think, but this is great. Now I'm one of the people that can set the terrifying,
the spinning
thing on. So
Can you hit the Lumex?
Yes.
Look at it go!
Let's see. See, guys. I don't know why we feel the need to keep doing that.
It's too cool.
There it is.
That's it. Alright. Hit us at the front. Oh, hey, Bartok. What's up? Bartok, here. You can switch it back to the Lumex.
Yeah, Bartok is
Hey, Bartok.
popped up here for some reason.
Hey. Look. Hey.
Nice. Okay. Hey, we did it.
We did it.
did all kinds of weird things. This was a weird stream. Weird
Weird
stream.
but good.
Weird but good. Okay, I'm gonna scoop him up.
Ooh. Yeah, I got to do a little
Hand
fixing.
them to you.
All right. But anyway, we're going to close the stream out for today.
Yeah.
Can you take us out?
Yeah, as we say, be kind to each other, be kind to yourselves, and always be creating.
Bye.